Assalamu alaikum friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about the biology test 3 which was already taken from you, and today we are discussing about that, and we will discuss the MCQs and with their answers. Okay, let's start. Our first MCQs was a relationship between two organisms of two different species in which all the partners get benefit. Uh, we are talking about two organisms, and they also belong to two different species. They are not belonging to the same species. Okay, and both of these are getting benefit, then this case is called symbiosis. If both of them are getting benefit, then this case is called symbiosis. Okay, if I talk about parasitism is a condition, is a relationship in which one organism get benefit and other is harmed. Okay, and commensalism in which one organism is benefited and other is not benefited nor harmed. Okay, and our right option was the symbiosis. Okay, the next one is bacteria and fungi are example of decomposers. These are decomposers. If I talk about the producers, then plants and alga are the producers. Okay, consumers, human beings and animals are the consumers. Okay, our next MCQs is the causes of acid rain. Actually, when oxides of nitrogen and sulfur dioxide go to air, and when they combine, when they react with water or rain or water, then a chemical reaction takes place in which sulfuric acid as well as nitric acids are produced, and these nitric acid and sulfuric acids are harmful to the living organism as well as different buildings. Okay, so the right option is oxides of nitrogen and sulfur. Okay, the next question is, when the presence of a gene at one locus suppress the effect of a gene at another locus, this phenomena is called. We are talking about two different genes. Okay, we are talking about two different genes. Okay, for example, this is one present here. Okay, and this is second which is present here. Okay, when this gene mask hides the effect of this gene, then this is called, what is this called? What is called, it is the epistasis. Our next MCQs is the comparative embryology of all vertebrates show the development of gill pouch. Actually, this is a book wording, and from line to line it was taken. Okay, so our right option is gill pouch. Okay, a comparative embryology of all vertebrates show the development of gill pouch. Okay, the next MCQs, our next MCQs is that the part of body which forms a structure and functional unit composed of more than one tissue. Actually, when our we talk about the cell form tissue and tissue form organs. Okay, because when more than one tissues and a lot of tissues combine to each other, then they form organ, and after that organ system is developed, and after that a complete organism is developed. Okay, but in the case we are talking about that when tissues combine to each other, then they form organ. So our right option is organ. A method in which pests are destroyed by using the same living organism or natural enemies. Actually, this is if I talk about that, there are different living organisms which kills other living organisms which are harmful to our crops. If I talk about aphids, uh, if I talk about wasp. Okay, wasp, it eats the aphids. Okay, aphids, then this condition is called one living organism kills or destroys the other organism. Okay, then this condition is called biological control. If I talk about pasteurization, then this technique was developed by Louis Pasteur, and it was related to preserving at by heating that material at a specific temperature at which all the microorganisms in it will be die. Okay, so but our right option is the biological control integrated disease method, in which different types of methods are applied to control the disease. Okay, but genetic engineering is another thing. Our next option, the chemical energy produced by microorganisms which are capable of destroying the growth of microbes are called, that is antibiotics. Actually, whenever we produce antibiotics, these are produced by microorganisms. For example, if I talk about penicillium, penicillium is an antibiotic which is produced by fungi, and fungi is a microorganism. Got it? So our right option is antibiotics. Mostly antibiotics are actually they are produced by the microorganism. Okay, so penicillium, not atom, a lot of penicilliums are grown which are fungi, and they are used as antibiotics. Next is plastid is found only in, actually the plastid, mostly it is present in green plants. Okay, it is present in plants, and as well as if I talk about, at to some extent these are present in blue green alga maybe. Okay, because they also show the green color which indicates the represent of the plastid. Okay, different types of plastid like leucoplast, chromoplast, etc. Okay, so but our right option is here plant. Animal do not possess the plastid, that's why it is wrong, and singly animal doesn't possess this, and viruses are acellular entities which are only living in the case of host. If there is any host, then they are living. If there is no host, then they are not living. Okay, non-living cells. Okay, our next option is plasma membrane is chemically composed of. Plasma membrane is chemically composed of. If we talk about the fluid mosaic model, it says that there are two lipid bilayers in which the protein molecules are embedded. Okay, we mostly talk about two things, that a lipid bilayer between which proteins are embedded. Okay, this is our simple definition, and it is the thing that we want to discuss in our MCQs. We have no relation with other carbohydrates, and because they are also present at some extent. Okay, they are working as regulatory organ. Okay, regulatory substances, but our main option is lipids and proteins. Phospholipids is also lipid, but we also discussed that our composition, your fluid mosaic model says that there are two lipid bilayers between which the proteins are embedded. So our best option is the uh, B. Okay, lipids and proteins. But if I talk about lipids and carbohydrates, because our protein is necessary. Okay, so we can choose this option. Okay, endoplasmic reticulum contains a system of flattened sac bonded sacs were named as. So you can see image here that there are sacs which are membranous bonded, and these membranous bonded organelles or sacs are called cisternae. Okay, cisternae. Endoplasmic reticulum consists of flattened, because these are like this, these are flattened. Okay, these are flattened. Okay, flat like, that's why our option is the cisternae. So our next MCQs is lipid synthesis or metabolism takes place in which of the following organelle, that is Smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum is related to protein. Okay, it is involved in protein synthesis. Okay, mitochondria is a process the cellular respiration. Okay, it it's mixing. Okay, okay, respiration. And the next one, vacuoles are the organelles which store the different kinds of material, waste material. You can also say that they store the waste materials. Ribosome exists in two forms, either attached with rough endoplasmic reticulum or freely dispersed in the these are present in the cytoplasm, like here free ribosomes, these are present in cytoplasm. Okay, in case first they are attached with the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and the second option mean this in second they are present in uh, cytoplasm. Okay, the exchange of segments between homologous chromosome is called, what is it? Okay, if I talk about, if you just see this image, then there are uh, two homologous chromosomes and they are exchanging their segments. There is a cross between two homologous chromosome. Okay, in this case I'm talking about that there is a cross between two homologous chromosomes. Okay, and above you also see this. Okay, then in this case they are exchanging their segments. Okay, then this is called the crossing over. Segregation is the separation of chromosomes, separation of genes. Okay, and independent assortment, that the chromosomes, the alleles are independently segregated. Okay, and crossing over is our best option. And after that, mutation is something that there is change in gene, that may be depletion of gene, there may be addition of gene, which results in different. Okay, which results in different non-disjunctions. There may be some changes in the incoming individual. Okay, which leads to evolution. This is best MCQs. What is it that mutation causes evolution? Okay, if a person has 44 autosomes, actually we have 23 pairs of chromosome. Okay, 23 pairs, which means 46 chromosome. Okay, from which 22 are called autosomes, and one chromosome remaining is called sex chromosome, which determine the sex. Okay, so next, here it is saying that there are 44 autosomes. Okay, 44 autosomes, 44 autosomes, and then we remaining two chromosomes, which are known as a pair of chromosomes, mean two chromosomes which determine the sex. But in the case of that, there is addition of, you are looking that there is plus sign with xx. Okay, xx plus n, what it shows, it shows that there is addition of one chromosome, like in this image you can see that. Okay, here it is shown that xx. Okay, I'm just removing it. Okay, xx and with y. Okay, xx and y, this case is showing that there is addition of one chromosome. Then this condition is known as, this syndrome is known as line filters syndrome. Okay, Down syndrome is something, there is a change of there is missing one gene. Okay, we have another MCQs we will discuss there. Okay, in Down syndrome, which one of the following pair of chromosome fails to segregate? We are talking about that. We already discussed about it, that there are 23 pairs of chromosome, 46 total in human beings. In the case of 26 chromosome, that chromosome fails to segregate. Okay, chromosomes fail to segregate. Chromosomes cannot be segregated. Okay, there is addition of one chromosome. Okay, then this is called the Down syndrome, and our option is 21st. Look, you are looking here. Okay, the carbohydrates are organic molecules and contain the elements. Carbohydrate consist of mainly three elements, which is carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, this is our main MCQs. Okay, you must know about it that our carbon dioxide consists of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, our next MCQs is which one are intermediate in respiration and photosynthesis. Okay, this is very interesting MCQs. You can't understand if I talk about this just like as I'm talking, but with explanation with diagram you can understand it betterly. Okay, what is intermediate product between them? Let's show it. Look here, glacier aldehyde 3 phosphate, glacier aldehyde 3 phosphate. This is intermediate product in Calvin cycle. Calvin cycle is the light dependent reaction. It means it is photosynthesis. Okay, I'm not going to discuss them in detail, but I have to discuss the MCQs. That's why I'm uh, a little bit discussing about it. Okay, and what is the intermediate product in glycolysis, which is respiration? Glacier aldehyde 3 phosphate, glacier aldehyde 3 phosphate. So what is our right option? That it is glacier aldehyde and dihydroxyacetone. Dihydroxyacetone and glacier aldehydes are same. Okay, there is no difference between them. Their bonding is same, their chemical formula is also same. Okay, which one is peptide bond? Let's see here. In chemical reaction, you can see that this is hydrogen ions and this is hydroxyl. They combine with each other to form water. Okay, and the bond between a bond forms between this carbon and this nitrogen. Okay, you can see here that this bond is formed. Okay, so this is called the peptide bond. Okay, peptide bond is found in proteins. Next, which one is unsaturated fatty acids? Actually, unsaturated fatty acids are such type of fatty acids which contain double bonds. This is your you can say that it is your assignment, that what are fatty acids. Okay, you have to write it in the comment box. I need your comments. Okay, you can also subscribe my channel. So which one is unsaturated fatty acid? Then it is oleic acid. Acetic acid is saturated acid, butyric acid is saturated acid, and palmitic acid is also saturated acid. Okay, saturated fatty acid. This is your assignment, that you must discuss about the fatty acid in the comments, and I will meet you in the next video. So you have to subscribe this YouTube channel. Okay,